Hey guys, today I am installing a Nismo street exhaust in a 2023 Nissan Z. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I did not find one that existed. So basically there is the car, here is the complete Nismo exhaust as it comes. Comes with a nice set of instructions. Pretty detailed, to be honest, with all the necessary clamps, and hopefully I never have to use that Sawzall. It says it's a bolt-up application and no modifications needed. If you know anything about this car, this is the performance model, and the exhaust is definitely quiet. You hear the engine very well, but the exhaust doesn't make any noise. A couple slight modifications, side stripes, like the Fair Lady that was released in Japan. Some people have modified it. Also blacked out the rear side of the spoiler, which gives it a nice effect. And there are some Fair Lady emblems coming that will be on this car soon. This thing's only got 6 miles on it, and I'm excited to see how this exhaust sounds. Okay, I'm just going to start the existing exhaust just to kind of give a good comparison. And hearing it idle first. Not a lot of sound coming out of there. If you rev it up, all you hear is engine. So we'll see how this modification sounds after. Okay, let's check how the factory exhaust is all mounted under here. Those bolt up. Middle pipe bolts up. And right to the down pipes. Nice bolt up. I'm not sure what this flex piece not being there is going to do, but that's how it comes. It's just after 1:30. So we'll see the timeline to do this for just me, myself, and I putting this on. Okay, tools you'll need: 9/16 deep dish ratchet with a nice hex head, not one of these crappy ones. Notice when you crack this and the gasket expands, there'll be moisture in there if you've started the car recently, which poured out almost on me. But anyway, that's beyond us. And it slips off pretty easy. And then I should be able to just take them off those hangers right there and right there. The middle one's also a 9/16, came right undone. Be careful when you take these apart, not damage the gasket, because it did not come with new gaskets. Same 9/16 here. I'm finding that the box wrench works better than the ratchet. So to make life easier, all the way from the down pipe, once you release these bolts, if you pull this way, you can get it off of here. And then it'll make it much easier to get the rest of the exhaust off. So I just pulled this section off and that section off within a minute. And I'm gonna pull this way now. And out comes our middle section. Note the gaskets, be very careful. Yeah, Should be able to release these now. Second, the middle hangers should come right off. And then it will allow me to release this, and I'll go for the mufflers last. Easiest way to get these little donut hangers, or whatever you call them, is to slide a screwdriver through it out to the other side, and it allows you to pry off the hanger. That's the easiest way. And I also sprayed some glass cleaner or soapy water in there. That works too. All right, as soon as I got that off the donut, which only took a couple seconds with the screwdriver, I pried it up against here, pushed it that way, popped right off. Rest of the exhaust, free. Again, now I'm down to just the muffler. The easiest way to get this off, because the rubber mounts are so far up there, is to take these 3 bolts off, which is a ½ inch or possibly a 12 millimeter. These 3 bolts off and those 3, and that will allow you to drop the exhaust and then pull the hanger off and mount it to the new exhaust. It'll be much easier to get back on there. On the right side or passenger side, you'll want to use an extension just because there's not much room in there. And it seems to work fine. And if you keep doing this, I can't really prop the phone, so you're gonna have to trust me. That bolt comes off, this side of the exhaust will hang, and then I have 1 bolt left on the other side and it'll come right off. As soon as I let go of that last bolt, came right down. The moisture that was in the tank is draining out. I'll take the last bolt off, and we are halfway there, and we are at 2 o'clock, so 30 minutes. And not bad for the first run. And our exhaust is completely removed. And just to kind of give you a bird's eye view, differences between the factory exhaust on the right and the Nismo street exhaust on the left. First thing you can see is the muffler size is much smaller on the Nismo. This thing is honking. Kind of looks like a steam, I don't know, something you make whiskey in. And different design too. The factory exhaust goes down to 1 pipe. This comes down with 2, obviously creating less back pressure and increased horsepower, which I'm not sure what that's rated, but I'm excited to find out. All right, so the first step is you gotta get these hangers off. Easiest way is you slip a screwdriver through right to the other side, and you pry it off. Helps again, a little bit of soapy water. And what I found is just lifting and prying it right there. Popped it right off. And now you install them back on to the new one in the same way, same position. Okay. Put these on the new one when it was on the ground, so the donut was already on, or the hanger was already on, and just leaned it on my shoulder, bolted 3 up, bolted the other 3, still needs to be adjusted. This is hitting here. Not sure what the scoop is with this, so I might have to make an adjustment here. Not sure what that. All right, I'm working my way now front to back to the muffler that I already hang. Don't forget to keep the gaskets, the original downpipes. And then they put these stickers on left or right for the next section. Peel them off, otherwise they're gonna be smoking. When you put the nuts back on, keep them loose. And keep the entire exhaust loose until you are done, because you may have some adjustment potentially, so it doesn't clang around. Next section. So note, much easier for this middle section to take these off and just wedge them in. You wedge a little flathead in here and you pry it up, pipe slips right in. Took me 2 seconds this way after 15 minutes on the car trying to do it. And there's enough clearance to slide this in and get it on. So that'll save some time. Now the section's in one piece. I did not tighten the flanges, but I did seat the pipes all the way in. And now I can easily hook them back up to here. You may find that the pipe is not even after you bolt it up. As long as the flanges are not tightened on here, take a normal pry bar or flat bar, and you can rotate the exhaust and to get it straight, either left or right. Once you get it even, you're good to go to the next section. Pushed right on. I was able to get it. I had to kind of rotate it around a little bit. Once I got it pushed right on, you got a clamp for it, and then it goes on to the factory hanger that's right here. Make sure you lubricate it, and should be able to push that right on. All right, on to connecting it to the muffler. Unfortunately, I can't get the pipe wedge back, so I do have to take those clamps off. So, in learning, saving you some time, I'd put the muffler on last, and then you can push it onto the pipes first, and then bolt it up. Okay, we've got our second set of pipes and the muffler mounted to it. I was struggling a bit to get these lined up in the right holes, so easy. Take a screwdriver of some kind and just line up the holes, and it'll allow you to thread the bolts up. Okay, I've got one mount almost on. If you look, it's nice and centered, but as I tighten it, it starts to touch the top of the plastic. So might be a little bit of adjustment here. I'm gonna pull up the other side, hoping that that relieves that pressure, but just as expected, some of this might have to be adjusted. I don't think it's anything major, but we'll take some tinkering to get it right. All right, guys, finally got it done. It definitely took some tweaking to get it even in the rear. Feel like it's still down a little bit on the left, but best I could get it for now. Could always bring it to an exhaust shop to have them tweak the hangers, but it is done. I am just bolting up the clamps. Make sure you follow the instructions on that, not to over torque them and bend the pipe. But timeline, it was 1:30 when I started. Took 30 minutes to take the exhaust off, and another 30 minutes to get the new exhaust on, and about 40 minutes of adjusting and bolting it up. So you know, figure about 2 hours to be safe, but definitely easy to be done. And I will add a video once I get it off the lift to start it up. Okay, definitely sounds better and much more aggressive when you step on it. Very happy with this install. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.